Do read this book by Natvarjah and Rajaram, Amazing Findings and the Origin of Writing. If the archaeologues in the Indus Valley and in the Harappan sites do not find what they expect, our Maharshi says, then dig deeper. We are surely going to find what is worth finding there. There are so many things in history that have to be corrected. History is often a novel, falsified stories, deliberate forgeries, and words are tricky, and translations are bad, and we are stupid. Why do we believe all that is said and written? This drawing belongs to Frömund Freygoði, Sweden. On top of all this inevitable misunderstanding when it comes to history and scriptures, there is imprinting, inventions, personal interpretations, deliberate will to destroy some people's cultural heritage, threats of death, misleading additions. Think of all the stuff that the Roman Empire invented and imprinted by threat of death. And that devil that they brought to us does not exist in heathenry. Some things so obviously exactly the opposite of what Jesus says. Jesus cries every time his blessed name is abused for killing and greed. My reign is not of this world, he says. Many forgeries of Paul's writing are there in Rome. Everybody knows it is falsified. Paul did not write them. They were invented later, yet some go on preaching it for money, for wages, and vanity, a job, or a hobby. Good word, hobby, for all these different sects and religious institutions. Some are far removed from their own preachings. Here is a new hot spring in Hveragerði, formed after an earthquake. Hot water is cheap here. Hver originally only means a kettle. Settlers had not a word for this boiling, sprouting geothermal water phenomenon, so they called it boiling kettles, hverir. They even saw the steam as smoke that gave rise to the word reykir for the steam. Geysir is a proper name of one certain famous hot spring. His name is used in some languages for all hot springs. Víkingar. Vík is an inlet, and Vikings are not Vikings, but those who land their non-keeled flat-bottom longships in a sandy beach inlet. This is a t-shirt souvenir for tourists. Icelanders are islanders, and the islander syndrome is known to be megalomania. Everyone is a king. That is why foreign kings have a hard time trying to thrive in Iceland. Everyone has the hero complex. We claim to own the huge seas all around us, the North Atlantic Ocean. Just think of Irish temperament, these red-haired furies mixed with Vikings, and Iceland, the land of ice and fire, eruptions, earthquakes, harsh highlands, glaciers, huge rough seas, and the islander syndrome. Bound to be a disastrous mixture, but Christianity and heathenry seem to have been going on hand in hand here for 1,000 years, perhaps even from the settlement, when the majority was most likely heathens, some Irish Christians.